This is KNDO. More local news, more often.
From the KNDO studios, all your non-stop news, your accurate fast alert weather and sports headlines, all in the first 11 minutes. From the KNDO night team, this is KNDO Local News, 11 at 11.
Efforts are still in the works to build the much-needed Black Rock Reservoir.
However, news out today could make it more difficult to become a reality.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Korenza Burris.
And I'm Scott Stovall. Here's what's happening tonight. New information is out tonight that's not good for supporters of the Black Rock Reservoir project. At today's public meeting hosted by the Yakima Basin Storage Alliance, it was revealed the reservoir could cost close to $1 billion more than the original $3 billion estimate. The meeting was aimed primarily at construction trade groups, but included representatives from several local governments and staff from area congressional offices. The extra costs are a concern to some, but the YBSA wants people to understand its value.
This is just reaching out into the community to give them the awareness of Black Rock and the importance of getting the study completed.
Proponents of the Black Rock project say its costs are relatively small in comparison with the projected $1 billion the area may lose because of the drought.
Local news tonight, arguments between the city of Yakima, Congdon Orchards, and West Valley neighbors went before a judge today. The group Neighbors for Responsible Development is suing the city over its proposed Walmart project in the West Valley. This is video of the proposed site along Nob Hill Boulevard. Today's hearings on the lawsuit lasted 2.5 hours, and the judge hearing the case says he'll review all the material before making any rulings. Yakima police are still trying to track down a large mail collection box that was stolen from 56th and Summit View last week. Chief Sam Granado says he regrets not telling the public about the theft earlier. He says concerns over people's identities being stolen should have been the #1 reason why the information was released. But instead, authorities were concerned about copycat crimes. The large mailbox and the mail inside has yet to be recovered, and no arrests have been made.
By the end of the month, commercial haulers of hazardous material have to undergo a security assessment. It's part of the Patriot Act. Drivers have to fill out a hazardous materials endorsement application and be fingerprinted. Drivers can fill out the application online and can now get fingerprinted for the first time locally. Department of Licensing officials say the security assessment ensures roads are kept safe for Washington residents.
It just ensures that those that are hauling hazardous materials are doing it properly. They've been put through the system.
The two new locations in our area are the Comitex in Ellensburg. It's open for fingerprinting from Tuesdays to Thursday from 2 to 6 p.m. and the Hilton Garden Inn in Kennewick, available on Thursday, also from 2 to 6 p.m.
Sunnyside police say their officers followed proper protocol in a car chase that ended with the death of a Grandview man. The chase happened early Monday morning. 45-year-old Adam Garza of Grandview was killed when his car smashed into a field off Interstate 82. Police say Garza was going over 100 miles an hour at the time of the crash. The chase started when police say Garza deliberately rammed a taco truck and hit another car. This week is Building Safety Week, and the Yakima County Fire Protection Bureau hopes Cody can help. Cody is this one, 11-month-old Dalmatian who tests smoke detectors and teaches kids how to drop and roll and even crawl. He's been with the Fire Bureau for 6 months and is promoting fire safety.
It's Building Safety Week, it's Wildfire Awareness Week, it's all kinds of severe weather awareness week. So we decided to target the Building Safety, Fire Safety Education Day and use that to promote the Fire Safety Fever Catch It With Cody program.
And McLean says fire safety will be extremely important during this drought year.
Yakima County animal control officials say a tragedy is prompting them to curb the area's overpopulation of stray dogs. In November, 4-year-old Jose Basilio was attacked by a pack of dogs in Wapato. Jose is still recovering from extensive injuries. This accident prompted animal control officials to begin free health care for dogs in the Yakima Nation. They say to help control the stray dog problem, they plan to provide free spaying and neutering.
There's a lot of people that are getting on board, trying to get something done it's just targeting the overabundance of strays in the county and unwanted litters that are packing up and running loose and causing like what happened to Jose so that we can reduce those incidences on the reservation.
Animal control officials say they'd like to start the service in a couple of weeks. Well, lots of cleanup today after yesterday's rain. The Brito and Martinez family say they lost thousands of dollars worth of belongings because of poor drainage on their street. They say they've contacted the city several times to no avail. Coming up a little later, we'll report in depth on why the city hasn't done anything and if there's a solution in the works.
Around the Northwest tonight, with meth abuse now considered an epidemic in Washington, Attorney General Rob McKenna says he wants to crack down on the drug. McKenna plans to hire 2 more prosecutors to focus primarily on meth and push for tougher prison sentences for users. He also wants to start an anti-meth campaign targeting teenagers. That campaign starts tomorrow when he'll talk to students at Kennewick High School about the dangers of meth. McKenna says the general public needs to become more aware on the drug's damaging effects.
People have to understand this is not like speed in the 1960s or 70s. This is a drug that hijacks your brain chemistry and destroys your brain's natural ability to produce serotonin, which is the hormone we all need to be able to sleep.
The Attorney General says he hopes to start a statewide task force in the coming year to figure out the best way to solve the state's meth problem. Meanwhile, Spokane Mayor James West may face more trouble after the Spokane Spokesman's Review reported West offered city jobs to 2 young men he met in a gay internet chat room. One man did take a city-appointed job, but quit after the mayor continually asked him for dates.
Across America tonight, President Bush returned to our nation's capital following a 5-day tour of Europe. The president drew massive cheers earlier today during his speech in the former Soviet Republic of Georgia. But the Secret Service is investigating an incident involving a possible hand grenade thrown within 100 feet of the president during that speech. A huge blaze started burning at a gas plant in Oklahoma. Fire officials say a high-capacity gas line exploded and ignited the fire. Officials are trying to determine which line to cut in order to stop feeding fuel to the flames.
Authorities in California found 6 members of one family all murdered. Sheriff's officers identified one of the victims as an investigator with the Riverside County District Attorney's Office. Authorities have not ruled out the possibility of a murder-suicide and stressed they are not looking for suspects, just answers and a motive. On Wall Street, economic uncertainty caused big losses today. The Dow dropped more than 100 points, the Nasdaq dropped about 17, and the S&P fell about 13 points.
Around the world tonight, American forces are conducting one of their largest offensive in 6 months in the western desert of Iraq's Anbar province. The area is believed to be a haven for followers of Jordanian-born terror mastermind Abu Musab al-Zarqawi. Meanwhile, unknown gunmen have reportedly kidnapped the governor of Anbar province and told his family he would be released only when U.S. forces withdraw. Russian President Vladimir Putin met European Union leaders at the Kremlin today for the opening of an EU-Russian summit. Putin and EU leaders are expected to unveil a broad partnership agreement after a year of tension since the EU expanded further in traditional Russian-influenced areas.
More local news. You may get a phone call from some high school students in about a week. Eisenhower High School's Advanced Placement Statistics class is conducting a random poll for the 6th straight year. One of the questions last year focused on the presidential elections and which candidates residents would most likely vote for. 46% said that they would vote for President Bush, 29% said they would vote for Senator Kerry, and 20% were still undecided. Another question focused on the controversial county jail at the fairgrounds. And last year, students asked residents if they favored building the jail at the fairgrounds. Less than a third favored the project, while more than half opposed the jail. You may get a call from the students between May 17th and 19th.
And time now to check out that fast alert forecast. We've had a few showers rumbling around the area, but they're getting fewer and fewer as we go through the evening hours. Here's that satellite and radar together, and you can see how earlier on we had a lot of moisture in the region, but the last couple of frames there show how it's dissipating quickly now, so just a few showers. As you go in a little closer here on our radar, you can still see some of the showers lingering around town, but they'll be dissipating very soon. 57 right now at the airport. We're on our way down to the 40s for those overnight lows. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies. It looks like tomorrow's highs are going to be warmer, finally breaking back into the lower 70s. I'm going to come back in a couple of minutes. We're going to be talking about that extended outlook. But now it's time for your leadoff sports with Kevin.
Thanks, Tim. Good evening, everyone. Here's some of the leading stories and scores from the games people play tonight. The Sonics and the Spurs playing Game 2 of their Western Conference semifinal series tonight in San Antonio. We'll let you know if the Soups can bounce back from their 22-point Game 1 loss. We have the highlights ahead. The Mariners playing Game 2 of their 3-game series against the Yankees tonight. Tino Martinez with the 2-run homer against his old team for the second straight evening. Highlights of that one ahead as well. And Cougars defensive tackle Rupati Patoatua will soon have a bench warrant issued for his arrest. Whitman County District Court confirms that Patoatua failed to appear in court yesterday after being pulled over on a drunken driving charge over the weekend. He was in Hawaii with his family. Reportedly wasn't clear on the fact that he had to be in court. That and more coming up, so grab some potato chips, enjoy, and stay tuned. I'll be back with the rest of the day's sports in about 15 minutes. Scott, Korenza.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, some people aren't too happy their street floods nearly every time it rains.
Coming up in depth, we'll show you the damage from yesterday's rains and tell you if the city has any plans to fix the problem. Stay with us.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Central Washington University. Your future is Central.
KNDO presents Go for the Green, a weekly show that tests the skills of 6 contestants who shoot for the title of Closest to the Pin. How would you like to win an assortment of great prizes? To the Pin. How would you like to win an assortment of great prizes? A John Deere L100 riding lawnmower from Barnett Implement, or possibly a new 2005 Subaru Outback from Stewart Subaru. Sign up to participate at Apple Tree Resort, Ackland Pump and Irrigation, Perry Jewelers, Barnett Implement, Stewart Subaru, or the KNDO TV studio. Don't miss Go for the Green, Saturdays at 5 on KNDO TV.
We're back for more exciting action in round 2. Players, who was the first czar of Russia?
Corned beef, Bob.
No, that's not right, Charles.
Thank you.
What does a stitch in time say?
Melted Swiss.
No. What does VCR stand for? Charles, I see you. Charles, stop hitting the button.
Thousand Island dressing.
That's not it. Charles?
Turkey.
He's thinking Arby's new Market Fresh Reuben sandwich. Your choice of corned beef or turkey with melted Swiss and Thousand Island dressing on toasted marble rye. It'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Through the Walmart Foundation, over $100 million has gone to support higher education. Over the years, more than 50,000 scholarships have helped students across the country. It's because Walmart believes that each one of us has great potential for a brighter tomorrow.
Wait, my crumbs all over the bed.
Right. Want to move to the dining room?
Yeah.
No matter what stage you're at in life, Wells Fargo has the home mortgage to help. Talk to one of the nation's leading lenders. Wells Fargo, the next stage.
2005 KNDO, Best and Brightest.
Hello, my name is Heriberto Bolaños, and I attend Excel High School, and I hope to become a pediatrician.
Hi, I'm Kyle Prescott, representing Natchez High School. I'm going to attend Central Washington University next year, where I'll become a physical therapist.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Ostrander. I go to East Lafayette High School, and next year I plan to pursue a career in athletic training.
Best and Brightest, sponsored by Yakima Regional Medical and Cardiac Center.
News, weather, and sports online at KNDO.com.
From the KNDO Night Team, this is KNDO Local News, 11 at 11.
Lots of cleanup today after more than a quarter of an inch of rain fell around the valley yesterday.
As Andrea Fuji reports in depth tonight, some homeowners say flooding could have been avoided.
It's the calm after the storm. The Brito and Martinez families say they lost thousands of dollars worth of belongings in their homes, car dealership, and party rental businesses with no flood damage insurance.
TV, stereo, DVDs, shoes, clothes, yeah, a lot of stuff.
They were evacuated during the heavy rains as 3rd Avenue and Perry Streets flooded. They say after living here 5 years, all this could have been avoided.
Every time when it's raining, we have the same problem. We have a lot of work and a lot of damage.
They claim these drains on Perry Street back up, causing them to overflow. They've called the city several times for help, but nothing has been done to solve the problem.
This morning, I called them too, but nobody responds now, so I hope they can come later and check everything.
City officials say many of the drains within Yakima are too small for a growing population, and flooding can occur with heavy rains. But that doesn't bring much comfort to the families who say they can't afford to go through this again. In Yakima, Andrea Fujii, KNDO Local News.
City officials say a 2006 storm water utility could help the drain problem, costing the average Yakima homeowner $18 the first year and $54 a year by 2009. The county will discuss the storm water utility this Friday.
And we had a few showers out there today, but some relief from the showers.
And even more coming tomorrow. So yes, we've had some heavy rains and little localized flooding here and there, but now we're going to see some drier conditions come back to the area. And here's the almanac for the day. Looks like our daytime high was 66, 5 degrees below the usual 71 for this time of the year. Overnight low was 50 degrees, a bit above normal for this time of the year. And so far, it's only been about 0.04 of an inch in precipitation. Around the region, you can see that it's been cool just about everywhere, with all of us picking up a little bit of precipitation around the region today. Holman only made it to 49 for their daytime high. We had flash flood advisories and watches out for much of southeast Washington, northeast Oregon, and central Idaho. But now those have been dropped. As we go through the evening hours, it looks like things are drying out. I'm coming back right after the break with a full extended outlook. Stick around.
Thanks for watching KNDO Local News. You can get local news anytime on the Digital Local News channel. KNDO Digital 23.2. Log on to KNDO.com for more information.
Think you could put Star Wars on hold for the night?
Yeah.
Good boy.
All the new Star Wars action figures.
Night.
Walmart.
A hot summer day and your very own backyard water park. Walmart.
Okay, I've got an important call tomorrow, and I've only got 26 minutes left on my plan. Hun?
12.
No.
I'm out.
I got 128. Now, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
There's a better way to share your minutes. Get Share Talk from U.S. Cellular.
Get up to 3 Motorola phones free when you buy 1 Motorola camera phone. At U.S. Cellular, we connect with you.
Hey, John, do you...
They're hard to put down. The new quarter-pound mushroom Swiss grill burgers at Dairy Queen. Do one and DQ something different.
His mom was trying to talk him into renting the more traditional look. He, of course, was leaning the other way. After all, it was his prom, and it was Melinda. So instead of a bow tie, it was a button cover, and a vest instead of a cummerbund. As for Mom, we can only say this. It's not what he's wearing that you should be worried about.
Tuxedo rentals for as little as $50.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
A portion of the news is brought to you by U.S. Cellular.
And now, Tim Adams with your Fast Alert forecast.
Well, we've had another interesting day of weather out there with scattered showers moving through the area, but now we're seeing a little clearing. And as we go to the track tower cam and watch our sunset, we actually saw a little breakup in the sky cover there for a little bit of sun just as it was setting in the west about 8:16 this evening. And as we go over to the Les Schwab tower cam, we were able to catch this beautiful bird of prey, the hawks soaring out there today, just kind of enjoying the thermals that they were picking up as well. Now, around the region, it was kind of a cool day. We didn't get that much in the way of heat, with our cloud cover and scattered showers moving through and flood watches for periods of time in various locations of the Northwest. Only 65 in the Tri-Cities, 66 in Yakima, and currently out there, Tri-Cities is down to 58 and Yakima 57. Relative humidities are mid 70s to lower 80s. Our pressure's on the rise, and our breezes out of the southeast to southwest right now. Now, there's a storm out here ready to come in, and there's a storm departing, but between the two, we have a couple of days of pretty darn good weather. This departing storm is the one that's been backwashing the showers in our region today, but when we go to the water vapor imagery, you can see the low is already pulling off into the Great Basin, and so it's getting further from us, and the moisture that it's been wrapping around is also pulling off with the core of the low. It's going to continue that progress there while high pressure builds in ahead of that offshore system. So by Thursday and into Friday, pretty good weather with our high pressure and sunny conditions over the top of us. But here's what lies ahead as we look at the upcoming weekend. Looks like we're going to be back to another showery pattern over the weekend. Meanwhile, early on, we had showers moving through our region coming from the east and coming westward as that low pulled off to the south. But now it looks like in our most recent radar and satellite together, while we're starting to dry out, a couple of hours ago we had the showers stretching from Pullman through the Tri-Cities, but now they've fairly well dissipated. A few showers still around Ellensburg and Yakima, but even they're starting to dissipate as we go through the evening hours here. As we go to our computer forecast over the next 36 hours, we're in a nice dry slot here. In fact, that extends all the way into Thursday with mostly sunny skies before that offshore system starts to send in a few clouds later on Friday and into the weekend. For tomorrow's highs around the region, it looks like we're going to be as much as 10 degrees warmer than we were today, with those showers really in Montana and southeastern Idaho. And overnight lows, a little on the fresh side since we have that cooler air associated with the low in the region and showers decreasing. Then it looks like as we go into tomorrow's highs into the 70s around Yakima through the lower valley there and up through the Kittitas area where we get a little break in the showers and start to enjoy some sunshine. Mid-40s for lows in the mid-Columbia, mid-70s for highs on Wednesday, but look at us head for the upper 70s and maybe some 80s as we get into Friday's weather around the region. But that Saturday and Sunday, that next storm that I showed you way out in the Gulf of Alaska starts to move in. So this coming weekend, a little unsettled and showery around the area. So we've got to get out and enjoy the sunshine when it comes.
You can't, reschedule that and get the rain during the week and the sunny weather during the weekend?
But we can always call in sick.
Oh. Yeah. We could. All right. It's a good thought.
Yeah.
All right. Well, up next in sports, more on the Sonics and the Spurs, plus plenty of preps.
And the Mariners taking on Tito and the Yankees. Stay tuned. Kevin joins us right after the break.
My job is preparing for the unpredictable. I study earthquakes and volcanoes. My name is Amy. I'm a seismologist. Besides earthquakes, my life is pretty exciting because I just had my first baby. My son is very unpredictable. We have a lot of our own eruptions at home. He's just a little human that's just this big, and it's amazing how much stuff we've already gone through. It's nice to